Best friends. Once there were two best friends. One was a rabbit called Marvin and the other was a bear called Theodore. They did everything together, from fishing and camping to telling stories by the fire. They were always there for each other when needed and could always make each other laugh. One winter, they went on a long camping trip together into the woods. It was so much fun exploring and climbing trees, but eventually they got lost. They wandered around for days, trying to find their way back, but they couldn't. Marvin and Theodore became very worried and hungry. They had been walking for hours and hours and hadn't been able to find anything to eat. They were both so tired and cold. Finally, they came across a small cabin in the woods. They knocked on the door and a kind old woman answered. She invited them in and gave them some food and warmth by the fire. The old woman told them that she was a witch and that she had been living in the woods for many years. She said that she would help them find their way back home if they helped her with one small task. The witch needed some firewood brought in from outside so she could make her potions. Marvin and Theodore were happy to help and quickly went to gather some wood. They brought it back to the cabin and placed it by the fire. The witch was very pleased and kept her promise of helping them find their way back home. She pointed them in the right direction and after a few more hours of walking, they finally saw their town in the distance. They said goodbye to the witch and ran all the way home, glad to be back safe and sound. They had learned a lot from their adventure and knew that they could always rely on each other, no matter what.